So, it's Halloween almost, guys.
Well, I mean, this episode will be coming out either like on Halloween or the day before or after Halloween.
Ooh. You just said this episode will be coming out on Halloween or the day before or after Halloween.
I'm kind of giving it a range. I don't want to sign myself up for
3-day range there.
Yeah.
So, happy
let's
Halloween.
be honest, it won't be the day
Happy
before.
Halloween, Nate.
Happy Halloween, Nate. Thanks for listening. That'll be the title of the episode.
You guys want to get straight into this? With the movies,
Straight into our top fives?
Yeah.
Well,
Who's
before
going
we
first?
do,
Preface.
there's something that I feel like we haven't talked about at all. And I'll be honest, I don't know if you guys talked about it last time because I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, but the
Spit it
Cubs.
out.
Yeah.
No, we haven't.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, it's finally all done and over with.
Yeah.
But, like, we didn't even acknowledge that the Cubs were gaming for
Yeah,
it.
we didn't.
We didn't acknowledge it, and I didn't really feel like acknowledging it. Superstition, call me crazy, whatever, but
I am going to
didn't
call you
feel like
crazy because they
acknowledging
lost anyways, and you didn't
Well.
even mention it. So
Yeah, you mentioning it would have had nothing to do with it.
Watching that special on TV about all the Cubs superstition and everything, it made me realize how crazy deep it actually goes. Like what was it? Not Bartman, because Bartman was 2003 on the Cubs. The fan who
I don't know what you're talking about.
you know what I'm talking about?
Harry Carey.
Yeah, the Bartman ball, dude.
Yeah, the Bartman ball, where Moses Alou was going to make a catch in foul territory, and the fan in the stands supposedly blocked his chance of making an out. But there was, the Bill Buckner ball for the Boston Red Sox in 1986.
No, what's that one?
Bill Buckner used to play for the Cubs, and he played for the Cubs before he got traded to Boston. And he...
But before he played he played college ball at the University of Wyoming.
No.
Where he
was
So
born
about those
in-
top 5 horror movies.
No.
I'm
sorry, just what happened?
Yeah.
Bill Buckner was supposed to play first base for the Cubs in 1984 when they were about like a couple games from going to the World Series, but they traded him, and the person that took his place at first base missed a ground ball that cost them the game. It passed right underneath his glove.
Buckner would
Like
have
it's
got
like
it.
a straight up error.
Yeah, a straight up error that kind of led to them, that cost him the game. And then Bill Buckner went on to go play for the Red Sox, and that famous Bill Buckner play, which costed the Red Sox the World Series in '86, happened the exact same way. But they showed his glove in the '86 on Boston. He still had a Cubs batting glove on underneath his glove, and they like zoomed in on it and they showed it. And it's like the superstition around the Cubs. And then like in another series.
It's like not superstition though. It's just
No,
like,
it
he
is.
like
It
missed.
is.
He missed that catch because he was still wearing a Cubs glove.
It's superstition. You can call it whatever you want, but
Call it
and then
crazy.
again, like the Cubs were really close to clinching again, and someone let a black cat out into the field,
Oh my god!
and it like laugh all you want.
You sound like a psychopath right now. Okay.
I haven't heard this one. Just go.
It
I
broke.
really want to.
Broke a mirror, walked under a ladder, and ate a 4-leaf clover, and then it died. Like that was it.
You guys are fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, that's the answer.
It's like
So dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb.
yeah. Well,
Hey guys.
I'm pretty sure
dumb.
there's plenty of Cubs fans out there that if they are listening to this, they're gonna be like, yeah, everyone else on
Nate's
this
not a
podcast
Cubs
is
fan.
Well,
Sorry, bro.
there is a lot of superstition that goes along with it.
It was a cool thing.
And call me crazy, but I mean, like, you buy into it a little bit. I mean, you see correlations between things, and you can see how how people can be superstitious and how people can believe in a curse. It's one of those things.
You're absolutely right. The odds of that kind of thing of 108 plus years or whatever is crazy.
Statistically,
crazy.
there's only I think 30 teams.
But
in the
statistically,
National League.
like it's hard to win a World Series.
It is hard, but 108
There's also
years
like
hard.
other games. Yeah, dude. Like I
The
don't.
last
think,
time the Cubs
I
actually
don't
went to
think
the World Series
statistically
was
the-
1945.
but I just don't think that's statistically bad. Like
Well, no, but statistically, a lot of things like that level out. A lot of things like football and baseball and basketball all end up just being random number generators that tend to level out pretty well. You get your
Football's
weird
kind of a-
peaks and stuff like
football's
that.
kind
Yeah.
of a
But
weird-
leveling
it's
out
not-
doesn't mean going to the World Series.
No. I mean, like
Like, say
on
leveling out is how
averages
many
of
wins
like
you have,
wins
like-
and stuff like that. Yeah.
But yeah, leveling out doesn't take you to the World Series. So before you even get to the
Okay.
leveling out
I just mean
part,
if
you
we
know what I
plotted
mean?
it out,
Okay, look-
the Cubs would probably be pretty low.
Look
on
at it
the
this way,
list.
Kyle,
Oh, yeah.
because I know your dad's a big White Sox fan. He is.
He was very supportive of the Cubs.
Yeah. But if the White Sox were in the same situation as the Cubs, and the White Sox haven't gone to the World Series in 108 years, and stuff like
no, they did.
that,
They won it in 2006.
yeah, I know. But what a fucking dick! What a fucking asshole! Yeah, I understand
kidding,
that,
no,
but yeah, if the White Sox went 108 years without winning the, I guarantee your dad would have a lot of superstition.
For sure. Or if the Bears didn't win in '86.
Yeah.
Something like that.
There would be a lot of superstition that goes along with it. It's just it comes along with the territory. You know, you get so involved with the game and you put so much heart into it that, you know, when you're 5 outs away from going to the World Series and then the team completely falls apart that game and then loses Game 7, it's just like, what happened?
I don't know. I don't like baseball.
Fact is, Cubs had a
Fact is.
really great year.
Cubs had
And
a
they
really
played
great
really
year.
well until
It's a
they
young
played the
team.
Mets.
It's a young team, and
Yeah.
it was their rebuilding
Dude, I've
season.
heard
That
I've
was
heard
one
that
thing
so
I
many
fucking
times.
noticed.
That's why
the
I
young
said
team.
it,
I want to go to the young team thing for a second because I was watching I was watching them play the Mets. The Mets is a fucking old team. Like there is some dads. Okay, like I know there's obviously dads on every team,
Yeah.
but I just mean like so dad looking. Like pick his kid up from high school.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
they're pitching fucking.
I just want to say something about fucking Murphy on the Mets.
What about Murphy?
Check that guy for steroids. Who fucking hits a
6
home
homers in a
run
row?
in every game for
Yeah.
6 games in a row?
You realize, like, probably a lot of baseball players.
You know, statistically,
no,
it
he broke
averages out.
a major league record this postseason.
You'll have your
was gonna
you'll
use
have
that
your
all the
high
time.
ones. You'll have your low ones, but it's it tends to be
Yeah.
you know,
a lot of people
pretty-
use steroids that you wouldn't even think.
Yeah, I
Like,
use
a lot
steroids.
of a lot of people use steroids just to heal from things. They don't use it to.
I use them
Devin
just to get
uses
through the
steroids.
day.
I use steroids.
Do you really? For what?
No, I don't
Oh.
fucking use steroids.
Is
Thought
NyQuil a
about it,
steroid?
Sometimes you wake up and you just gotta make it through
Okay.
the night.
I don't use steroids.
All right, so.
But yeah, that was something that we hadn't talked about. I felt like at least addressing it a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Can I
It's-
say one thing?
It's
Oh,
unfortunate.
you've
but go
said
ahead.
plenty
Yeah,
of
go
things,
ahead.
you dick.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Go
Say
Cubs.
it, motherfucker.
Oh my God,
Spit
this
Go
it
is
the
so
Cubs.
fuck out.
Kyle. That's
Go
so
Cubs.
Kyle.
I'm kind of
2016.
glad the game that it's over for the Cubs,
Me too.
and here's why, Jordan.
Why?
It's nothing like I for you. I hoped they won, but I was gonna have to keep you away from more games, and I felt bad about it for making this movie.
It's true.
So my weekend I feel less stressed now.
Your weekend.
But it's
just
only
opened
because I
up.
felt bad that I had to take you away. from
No,
the
no, it's
games.
true. Yeah, it's true. I can see that.
There's a silver lining,
Yeah.
and there's always next year.
Yeah.
I know you've said that for the last 108 years.
I,
But there's
I
always
won't make
next
a movie
year.
next fall.
Yeah.
I promise, just in case.
Like my whole thing is just like Cubs fans like by now. I know that, you know, we've always been like the lovable losers, the Cubs, you know,
The
they've all-
Cubbies.
Yeah, the Cubbies, you know, you're going to love them no matter what, but it's just like at this point it's like start getting angry as a Cubs fan. Start getting angry. Start like really wanting it and like, you know,
There was a great video game commercial for a Major League Baseball video game where this guy is like watching the Cubs win the World Series and they're like, the Cubs win, and everyone is cheering and crying and happy, and the guy is sitting there with his controller and a little tear goes down his cheek as
Yeah.
he's playing.
damn,
Yeah.
that's a good fucking ad. That's a good ad.
yeah. Well, that's well, a lot of people don't know this about the Mets though.
Dave loves the ad.
A lot of people don't know this about the Mets, that the Mets manager or their owner actually, you know, that whole Bernie Madoff thing?
Yeah.
He lost a whole lot of money in that whole Bernie Madoff thing.
Uh-huh.
And the Cubs are actually financially broke right now. And they're actually being run by the league.
The Cubs are.
No, the Mets.
The Mets are.
They're actually being run by the league.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, he's doing a good job.
Yeah, because they're like on the verge of bankruptcy.
Damn. Well, this might help.
Yeah, I bet it will.
So who's in the other fucking ALCS?
I don't know. I think they had a game tonight. It was Toronto and Kansas City.
Kansas.
No Florida?
I like the Royals.
No, Florida.
Damn.
Back to the Future did not.
Yeah,
come
Back to
true.
the Future, it was the Florida team and the Cubbies.
Oh, gotcha.
And there was
gotcha.
no Florida team at the time, so it was like a double joke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's so funny.
Fuck you, Robert Zemeckis.
What else did I want to talk about? Oh, one thing I wanted to bring up just for you, Jordan.
What?
Fucking AMC.
All about Jordan today, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
what the fuck?
AMC
Should I just leave?
for Star Wars, AMC is going to do a 7-movie marathon.
Oh yeah.
When?
leading into
The 17th?
Force Awakens.
Yeah.
What's 7 movies?
the
Yeah.
Star Wars movies?
There's only 6.
You go for the
into
last
the
4.
7th.
Okay.
And they're playing it?
Yes, that's the punchline.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. I was thinking AMC.
Oh,
on TV.
AMC theaters.
Oh,
You didn't
Theaters.
yeah,
realize that.
AMC theaters. Yeah,
I was like, what? Okay. Oh, yeah, that'd be great, but that'd be like
yeah,
an all day.
horrible.
Like,
yeah. It's back to back. You only show up halfway through, and then you get to watch episode 7 at the end of it.
I would much rather wait
No.
like 3 weeks.
I'm sorry,
and
I
go
wouldn't want to
see
do
the
that
new
because
one,
I
and
at
then
that
be
point
like,
I'd
yeah,
be
it was
so
alright.
fatigued. I wouldn't enjoy the 7th.
No, to me it just blows my mind, and it's the kind of thing that I imagine you going to because I could see you going through a marathon of the Lord of the Rings movies.
Lord of
too.
the Rings is different. I'll do that. But Star Wars, I'm not as into Star Wars as I am into Lord of the Rings.
It was just
And-
something I saw that and I was like, this is a Jordan thing where Jordan would go through a 7-movie marathon kind of thing.
It's probably an expensive ticket.
Yeah, probably.
Really, I figured like $30 maybe.
Really? Because one movie
Well, that's
is
how
$10.
much it costs to watch all the Oscar movies when they do that. Because they do a day of Oscars nominations.
That probably won't get as many buyers as the Star Wars thing.
That's actually very true.
Disney's going to make a lot of money coming up.
oh yeah.
Did you get your
Oh, yeah.
ticket?
Did you get
for
your toys?
opening night?
Dude, No, I
They
haven't.
need
Well,
to-
you're not
they
gonna
need
go
to just
opening night,
fucking
then.
release
I don't care.
the original trilogy in theaters, like just for fun around that time.
Yeah.
Like I know they're doing this all.
Well, they
day,
started doing it before Disney bought them out. Because I saw The Phantom Menace in theaters.
I have
like
my ticket,
2
by the
years
way.
ago. 3 years ago.
I do have my ticket.
That was for the 3D thing though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
I
for
do
the
have my
3D.
ticket.
Oh,
But then
I
they
wasn't
stopped
talking
doing
to
it.
you.
Yeah,
but
because they were like,
talking to
this didn't
Jordan?
sell as much as good as that.
No, it sold, but Disney bought them out and they decided not to do it.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
They
was
said
why.
not to do what?
The 3ds.
Yeah, because
Remember how they were
re-releasing
doing
all
Oh,
these
that's
in
right.
3D.
That's right. I would, maybe if they got to the original trilogy, that would have been cool.
Yeah, they were starting from
At least
episode 1.
I just want to see it again in theaters, man. Like that's so hard to ask. There is rumor on the street.
so hard. To,
Who
On
let
the
it?
street?
Someone, a director I forget who it was. Oh, Ivan Reitman, I think, who's close to George Lucas, revealed in an interview that there's like talk about bringing the original trilogy to Blu-ray, but like the
theatrical.
theatrical release, yeah.
That's always been something that's been like.
But now it's like, I mean, if George Lucas is saying something about it, that's what I'm saying. He's like, George Lucas said it to him.
Oh.
So I think that's pretty interesting.
I read in an interview that some guy who met George Lucas had George Lucas tell
No,
him
that he's
this.
friends with George Lucas. Dude.
I know, but it still
And he
sounds
like let
a
it
telephone
slip in
game.
his
Well, Ivan
interest.
Reitman
He,
isn't
he like let it
just
slip
some
in though.
guy, though.
All right.
He had no reason to talk about Star Wars. Like it was just like came up in the conversation.
Shine bright like
They were
a
talking about the
diamond.
Cubs and Star Wars.
Each of us have picked 5 movies that you should see.
Oh, what a
That
segue.
was a good. Yeah.
Has picked 5
Sports?
horror movies.
Sports.
Star Wars?
Star Wars. Horror
Sports
movies.
Wars? Why don't they play sports in Star Wars? I guess they're fighting a war, so it's not no time for
There's a
games.
ball. in
Such a
this new
boring
one.
ass war.
Yeah, and there's a chessboard too.
There
kind
is?
of thing. Remember the hologram chess thing where one of the
Oh, yeah,
pieces
that is
fights
a
the
game,
other?
yeah.
Listen, Nathaniel, this is what's going down. A couple weeks ago, you probably know because you probably listened to the podcast, we decided to pick our top 5 favorite horror movies, and now we're finally going to reveal them. And you are going to be like, this is interesting. Maybe.
Let's get
And Mike
spooky.
he's just copping out. And he's got like 13 movies on a card.
just for cred. Like it's just like
Well, no, it's just because
hey guys,
there's
I've
movies that I
seen
won't-
these movies and I like them.
Well, no, it's because of things that I've talked about before, like Saw. I like Saw a lot, but then other stuff like Exorcist and Psycho, I've never actually seen them all the way through, so I didn't feel like I could put them on a list.
Like, listen, I like Psycho. It is not on my top 50. You
That's
know what
not
I mean?
even in a
And that's-
top
sorry,
anything
horror
of my
movies.
movies.
It's probably in my top 50 horror movies. But just of all time. I still like the movie. Doesn't mean I'm going to throw it on a list. We might as well hear him. All right.
Are you going first? Is that what's going
All
on?
right, yeah, I'll go
Here
first
is
then.
Mike's
wait.
top 5
All right,
movie
no,
picks.
do your honorable mentions first.
No, that was it. That was it.
What, Psycho?
Well, I just wanted to say that like Psycho and Exorcist didn't make the cut because I haven't seen them all the way through, but they're movies that the parts that I have seen
Were
I
great.
really, really like.
What else? You got to have a long... Come on, you have more than that on there.
Well, yeah, but
What are
I'm
they?
not going to
Just
go.
what
through-
are they now?
There's also Poltergeist.
How is that not on your top 5?
All right, come on.
This is what we're doing. We're doing.
Come
this?
on.
Oh my god.
No, let's hear it. Let's hear
All right. My number 5 is Dead Alive.
It's a good one. It's a good movie.
It is. Wait,
Never
is this
seen
the Brain Dead?
Yeah, that's also known as Brain Dead. It's the
Gotcha.
Peter
It's,
Jackson.
it's the last good Peter Jackson movie.
This one, it was almost
According
going
to
to
you.
be Evil Dead,
It is.
but I realized that In my opinion, Dead Alive does everything that I love about Evil Dead to the nth degree. It
yeah.
cranks it up to 11. The only thing Dead Alive is missing is a Bruce Campbell.
Okay.
But if it had a Bruce Campbell, it'd probably be like fucking number 1 because Dead Alive is such a fun movie, and it's all the things that I like about Evil Dead, splash, gore kind of films cranked to 11.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my number 5.
I just realized my list, not only is my list whack as fuck, but there's no explanation for any of them, and it's just really boring and it's worthless. I don't even know why I'm doing this.
All
on
right,
a
Dave,
podcast.
what's your number
No,
5?
Wait.
Oh,
Go,
are we doing
through your
Oh.
5.
Oh,
Go
my
through your
5?
5
Okay.
first.
Wait. No,
I kind of like that.
I kind of like that idea
I do
better.
too. I do too.
That'll make it more interesting.
Good call.
I don't know what my number 5. Hold on.
What's the worst of
Because
the
now we
5?
just do list. Do you want to go to Jordan? Or
Go to
me?
Jordan first.
We can go to
Jordan
me.
only has 3 though.
No,
We can go counterclockwise.
I have 5.
All right, what's your 5th?
Evil Dead.
Oh, perfect timing then.
Yeah.
Evil Dead is
Why? Why is it number 5?
Evil Dead is my number 5 because it's
It's
I'm
the
not.
fifth horror movie he's seen.
Yeah. No. I can say this because it's like it's campy enough for me to enjoy it, where like the horror isn't like too over the top,
Okay.
and there is still comedy in it, even though it's probably like dark, gruesome comedy, but it's there. It's still there.
Yeah.
And I can enjoy that. So I mean, I'll say right now, Evil Dead, my number 5 pick.
Tight. Am I next or are you next?
You go.
House of the Devil.
By who? Who's the director?
Was that on yours?
Yeah.
What number is that on yours? Wait, don't say it.
I'm working on that number figuration right now. Sorry.
Okay. So House of the Devil. I'm not gonna. I don't know. Like, have you guys? Kyle seen it? Obviously, you guys haven't seen it.
No, what's the premise? I've never seen it.
It's like it's a culty. It's cult. There's a cult kind of element.
Oh.
Every
culty,
movie.
cult
it's,
element?
this is why I don't like. There's no explanation for it because all my movies it's the same fucking thing.
You just like because you like it.
Nothing happens for the first hour, and then shit gets fucking wild at the end, and that's the movie.
Oh, this is the one that you said like you're gonna have to sit through.
You have to sit through literally like a girl walking through a big house for an
Yeah.
hour, and nothing happens.
And then you get 15 minutes of gold.
yeah. I mean, it's all gold, but
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, if you are not
gold to you.
yeah,
but
if you're
to
not
others.
like into sitting through a boring movie, you are not into that movie.
Gotcha.
All right,
So that's number 5 for me.
Kyle.
Also, the gore is pretty ridiculous. There's only like 2 or 3 gory parts, but they're fucking wild. Anyways, Kyle, what's number 5?
My number 5.
Ty West, by the way, if you guys are interested.
Ty West.
That's the director.
Yeah,
Ty
my
West.
number 5, and I feel like I'm cheating a little bit here, but it's gonna be Cabin in the Woods.
That's a good movie.
I love it's more probably comedy.
Mhm.
And
No, but that's
horror,
fair.
but it
Dead
just-
Alive is definitely more.
That's true. That's true.
But
But
I'm the
I
only one that didn't name a comedy. So
That's
you're fine.
true. Yeah, Evil
Okay.
Dead's more comedy.
So yeah, I just really like obviously that whole play on the horror genre. I mean, I think they did it flawlessly and made a really enjoyable movie.
That makes
That
me a
has
little
such replay
concerned.
value.
Scream's gonna appear on your list.
Might.
Why are you concerned about that, though?
Well,
I
I'm
don't
not a
understand.
fan of Scream.
It's like a
Next.
good movie, though.
All right. My number 4 is John Carpenter's The Fog.
I think that's a great fucking choice.
The Frog.
The Fog to me is just it's a camp story brought to life. It is a spooky ghost story about spooky ghosts that come in with the fog and want their gold back from their treasure ship. And it's such a cool
Shit, I forgot my number. Sorry. I forgot my number.
it's just such a cool way of doing the classic spooky ghost story. And the moments of violence and gore are pretty low. It's just more of that atmosphere of
yeah.
like the fog is setting in and it's coming for you
And
and
it's like an ensemble movie. It's fucking great. I consider it on my list. That's why I have some things to say about it, but like I'm not gonna say it about mine. So
yeah. It's just a movie that when I saw it as a kid, I wasn't very scared of it, but I just loved it
Stuck
so
with
much
it.
because it was like, oh,
Underrated.
this is so cool. Like
Yeah,
it's
underrated.
a spooky ghost. It starts off with a guy telling a spooky ghost story
Yeah.
at a
That's not the
campfire.
one that you were talking about earlier, right?
No,
Okay.
that's a great choice, Mike, for number 4.
yeah,
Almost wish it was a little higher on the list.
it's working against some good competition.
Okay, all right. Oh, Jordan, yeah.
Dave, you go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna
your-
let you
your
guess.
number 4?
Mike knows all of them because he guessed all. They're really easy.
Yeah.
It came out this year.
It
Oh.
follows.
It follows.
Great choice.
That's a fucking fantastic movie.
A fucking really great choice.
I don't understand. There's a lot
That
of
is
people
the
that
best
don't like
modern
it.
horror movie.
I don't understand it. That's what's fucked up. Mike and me were talking before you guys showed up. All but one of my movies came out within the past like 10 years.
That's
all
interesting.
of them.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But yeah, It Follows really good. If you don't like it, you're a fucking pansy and you don't understand movies. Fuck off. Anyways,
If you didn't see it, see it. Because
and if you
I haven't
see it
seen
and
it
you
yet.
don't like it, you're wrong.
Is it on Netflix by any chance?
No.
All right. Well, see it still.
You can buy it digitally in a
Redbox
lot
that
of
shit.
places though.
You should see it. However, I would like to mention that it is definitely a theater movie. Like it's still good at home, but like it's a
Oh, that's what
completely
you were
different
saying, that's
movie.
right.
What about Home Alone with
Is
all
it-
the
is
lights
it-
off?
Do you need sound? Is that like a big part of
Home
it?
Alone.
Yeah,
It's not
so
a
it's got to
theater.
be
No,
big,
no.
fucking big
Gotcha.
sound.
At Home Alone with all the
No,
lights
it's
off.
still. I mean,
No?
it's like I said, it's still a good movie, but like there is no way unless you have a theater in your house with surround sound.
Oh my
Atmos.
god! Speaking of fucking that for a second, there's a guy-
Sidebar.
James Hogan, who I talk about frequently on here.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
I think this weekend is going to his wife's friend's house, who is an anesthesiologist here in Rockford. Has a full fucking movie theater in his house,
So let's go watch It Follows
Like-
at that person's
like
house.
an actual like movie theater screen like size in a movie theater in his house. Plus, he has leveled seating. Yeah, for real.
How big is his house?
Probably huge.
It's probably huge.
You know what we should do? We should look into buying that old theater. That's on
I want to become an
251
anesthesiologist.
and put a screen in it.
The one that's like the resale shop. Or
Yeah.
whatever?
I'm already good at putting people to sleep.
Shut up.
They used to show porn there. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Woo!
Anyways,
But it has a great story actually. When one of the porn theaters opened up here in Rockford, he have I talked about this before?
No.
Oh, okay. He went
just
on
found it funny.
opening night, like his girlfriend wanted to go, and literally his car is on the front page of the Rockford Register. I think it was the
that's awesome.
Rockford Star or whatever it was back then. His car is like on the front page, like he was like hiding it from his mom because he had a Mustang. It was very distinctive.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyways.
sorry.
All right.
Jordan,
my
four.
number 4 pick would have to be The Shining
The Shining.
The
why?
Shining.
The Shining
like
guy,
a
'cause-
diamond.
because it was the first time I saw it when I was younger. I was probably like 11, 12, and it was creepy. Danny rolling through the house on his tricycle and seeing the two twins, and it was just for me it was creepy. And then the elevator scene where the blood's just pouring out and everything, and
The old lady's the one that always got
yeah,
me.
the old lady too was just the whole thing was just creepy to me. And yeah,
If old ladies creep you out, you should see It Follows.
Ooh.
Spoiler alert. It's not really a spoiler.
But old lady's in it, so.
yeah.
There's old lady.
And
But yeah, The Shining.
On.
no, it's a good one. It's one of my honorable mentions that I didn't mention.
Yeah,
It's on the list of movies I wrote down and picked the top 5 from. It's
The movie's okay.
It's a pretty okay movie.
I really like
That's
it.
not even in my top like 75 probably movies.
My
period.
top at least 4 for horror because I'm not a real big horror guy. So top
can
4,
tell.
The Shining.
Okay.
I love the music in The Shining. That's probably the thing I like the most is the music. It's a lot of percussion and noise and it's sudden and I really like that a lot.
I like Room 237 more than The Shining.
Can't agree with that.
I didn't want you to. Actually, I said it because I knew you wouldn't agree. Actually, but it's also true. But
All right,
anyways,
Kyle, number 4.
My number 4 is sorry, Dave. The Strangers.
motherfucker.
I'm sorry. You showed it to me. Your fault. All right.
Edit Kyle.
I won't talk very much about it because we'll talk about more about it when it gets to you. Okay.
Yeah,
But
whatever,
it's The
dude.
Strangers.
Dun dun dun.
All right. My number 3, Event Horizon.
Ugh.
Oh, that's actually no. I agree with that. That's actually really good. That movie terrified me.
I don't know what
We
that
gotta
movie is.
remember to talk about. Okay, you know what? No, I can't. I can't talk about it right now. But we'll talk about that choice.
No, it's a movie that I know a lot of people don't like. This is the one I looked up earlier and saw pretty low on the Rotten Tomatoes score. It's a 6 out of 10 movie. I'm not gonna lie, for me personally, but it is the movie that I lost the most sleep over growing up. It is the movie that scared me
Because you
the
grew up
most.
on a spaceship.
No, it is the movie that scared me the most
So
growing up,
relatable.
and it's
Hashtag relatable.
scared me to death. And it's like it's the thing that I lost the most sleep over growing up. How could I not put that on my list if it's the movie that kept me awake at night?
It's you have a good explanation.
Also,
I'm not arguing with you now.
I really like sci-fi movies, and I really like sci-fi horror movies, and I
Dork.
like it even more
Well,
when it has a
and
crazy out there premise of a
and Sam
teleporting
Neill.
ship
Here's the thing.
that
Sam Neill's
travels
great.
through
I
hell.
hope your list, if it better include another sci-fi horror movie then, because I'm saying if like that's the sci-fi horror movie on a list, like that's what bothers me. That's my whole problem.
I love the premise something of that teleporting ship traveling through hell. It's like they don't even know what's going on. It's like coming back alive. The guy's pulling his eyes out of his skull. There's so much crazy shit.
Dude, I'm not disagreeing with you. It's a movie I rewatched in the last couple of years, and I like it. I'm just top 5 is what concerned me. But if it's a thing from your childhood, I do not blame you because
I just remember
some of these
one.
on my list
number
are
3.
too.
Yeah, no, it's like it's in the same category as Dead Alive, where it's like it's a movie that a lot of people would probably go, that wouldn't be in my top 5, but I just love it so much.
You know, I compare Event Horizon most to is Sunshine. Did you ever see the movie Sunshine? Danny
I haven't
Boyle
seen
movie.
that. No.
Very similar in kind of like tone, like feel. But I just thought Sunshine, which I think is so underrated, it gets a bad rap.
No, I
think
like
it's
that movie
so
too. It was
great.
good.
Yeah, I think it's the better of the two.
I compared it earlier to Ghost Ship with Dave.
To Ghost Ship?
Yeah.
Is that on space? I thought that's
No,
It's
on a
like
ship.
a haunted ship with like creepy shit going on and
Gotcha,
a lot of
okay.
dead
I
people
haven't seen
that
that
used to
one.
be on it.
I haven't seen that one. Okay.
I have a new number 3 now.
Okay.
Just no, not Ghost Ship. There was not one that you've talked about yet.
What just left?
I'm not telling. No.
Okay, we'll
Why?
find out when he gets there.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you when I.
But no,
get
but
there.
something just got kicked off your
Yeah,
list.
something
Oh
got
my
kicked
God.
off my list.
Dave,
Yeah.
what's your third?
The Strangers.
That's why you're so. It was literally coming up next.
Yeah.
So both of you guys have Strangers as number 3. Oh wait, no, you had it at 4.
Yeah, 4.
Oh, I had it 4. Okay, yeah. Why, Dave?
Why do I? You had it first, motherfucker.
I mean, I think it's something we've talked about 1,000 times, but it's just
it's like
scary
the
'cause
most
it's,
horrifying
realistic.
scenario in the world.
It's
and
just people that want to fuck with you.
It's like really creepy, and home invasion fucks my whole life up. That's like the only thing that I'm actually afraid of.
Yeah,
And the masks are dope, simple.
effective.
I don't know. There's just like a lot of the movie is just like shit happening in the background, which is fucking horrifying.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I don't know. Remember the line at the end where they have the people that survived so far tied up, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Why us?" I kind of don't like it because they talk. I don't like. That's one thing. I don't like when. I don't know. I don't like when you.
I say you made it
You
human.
humanize them.
Yeah, which is my number 2 completely is the opposite. Anyways, but they say you were home.
Yeah.
That's why, and that's fucking the most.
And
That's
I mean,
the scariest thing I've ever.
Like, I
heard.
understand that it sounds cheap, but like it's just so it sums up the movie in
Yeah.
one line so well. It does.
It's fucking horrifying.
It's so fucked up.
It's really scary.
It had like a surprisingly low score on Rotten Tomatoes when you looked it up, didn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty low. I don't remember what it is. I'm not looking it up.
Probably no one cared about it when it came out though. Like I don't know how, but it was just under the radar. I
It's
guess.
really scary.
Yeah. Jordan,
number 3.
My new number 3. I don't know if you guys remember this movie, but Sphere with Dustin Hoffman and Samuel Jackson, where they find the alien spaceship at the bottom of the sea, and there's this that sphere at the bottom, and they encounter it, and all this crazy shit happens where like they manifest their own fears. And Samuel Jackson's reading 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea while they're at a sea base at the bottom of the ocean. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I do.
It was a great
as like a
psychological thriller
If
kind of
someone
horror movie.
explained that premise to me, I'd be like, "No, you're thinking of Horizon, and it's not Sam Jackson, it's Lawrence Fishburne." Like that's literally what I would say. Where you're like, "There's this sphere, and it manifests their fears." I'd be like, "Yeah, that's."
Well, I mean,
Horizon."
it is roughly the same
you're actually,
concept,
like,
but
right,
I
yeah.
remember
It's very similar.
I remember Sphere frightening
what
me
Sunshine does.
just about as equally as
Only it's the sun.
Event Horizon, because it's like it's in one of those extreme environments where it's like you cannot.
There's no way out.
Yeah, there's no way out. So I mean, it's for me like Sphere. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it because it's a great movie. Great movie.
Nice.
That's my number 3.
Kyle, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is an aforementioned film, House of the Devil.
Why do you fucking steal my shit? Why do you jack my shit all the time? That's all you do is jack my style.
So yeah,
why
for
do
the
you like
reasons. Did Dave even give reasons?
Yeah, he said that it's
It's a slow burn.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
got to build up.
Yeah, and I think I talked about it on the podcast before. My favorite shit is like satanic shit. So
I was gonna say Dave has
does it really
established
well.
a theme so far of like things where it's like not something's happening every moment, but it's like there's just always the tension of something happening.
That's my shit. That's what's scary to me. I don't give a fuck about aliens and shit.
All right, now to take it to the full other end of that spectrum of like shit that can happen.
Oh, yeah, wait, 2?
This is your number 2.
This is my number 2, John Carpenter's The Thing.
The Thing.
Ooh, how did I
a good
overlook
one.
that? That is a good one.
Where it shows you everything, and it's absolutely insane, and everything just gets turned upside down. things are fucking crazy. That's the thing that I like about that movie is
so
it
unexpected.
shows you a lot of stuff, but it's like when it pulls that trigger, things just start fucking going off the rails, and things get out of hand so fast for the audience and the characters that I find it impossible not to be engaged. Where you are so pulled in.
My dad, that's the one movie that my dad actually walked out on because he was so terrified. He told me this.
Because it has those buildups where it's like the moment when they come into the dog kennel, the moment when the stomach opens up and bites off the arms, the blood test when it leaps out, and then like
the dog turns
there's just
inside
so many
out.
180. All of a sudden, shit just got crazy moments that it pulls me in every time. Like even though I know what's about to happen, I'm just like so into it every time.
I watched it for the first time with you, and I'll never forget it. It did not make my list, but for a reason that I just realized. Every movie on my list is a different like genre of horror, and I think it was beat out by another film. Yeah. But I do love The Thing. I think it's one of John Carpenter's best. Judge
Carpenter's.
Judge Carpenter's best. Yeah.
Judge Carpenter's best.
One of John.
I'm not a huge fan. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't care.
It's all right. Halloween didn't make my list.
Yeah.
It's funny. 2 other John Carpenter movies did, but not Halloween.
He's ruined the rest of my list is just ruined.
Dave, what's your number 2?
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Tight. That's a good fucking answer.
Yeah. I know, all the fanboys fucking hate it.
I was going to say a lot of people just tuned out.
What was the score? It was like the score on Rotten Tomatoes that we just looked up. It was like 13 or something. Yeah. It was like a horrible fucking
way
score.
Low. Both audience and critical too.
It's like really
a shared low.
I argued for like 45 minutes with my coworker today about that movie. It's a fucking good movie. It's the same thing as Halloween 3. We were talking about Halloween 3.
Yeah.
If you can just fucking get past the fact that it's called Halloween 3, it's a decent fucking horror movie. Good premise, everything. Same thing with Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. It's a good movie. He made a remake. The first remake, it was original for the first half, and then the second half was a fucking shot-for-shot remake, which is what people liked. That's the only part that people liked about it. And then the second movie was like, fuck it. Fuck it all.
For sure.
And did whatever he wanted to, and it was fucking great. It's a really good movie. You guys can suck my dick.
White stallion and all.
Yeah. That fucking horse. Love that horse.
There's a giant white horse in it.
Oh, cool.
It's a good movie.
Speaking of stallions, Jordan does a really good Sylvester Stallone we learned tonight.
Oh, the Italian
We'll do that later.
What's your number
What's
2?
your number
Some
two?
My
bitch?
number 2 pick is Aliens.
Ooh.
Because aliens completely fucking terrify me, and I was telling Mike about this earlier about when Hicks was lifting up the ceiling tile, and the shot was panning across with the light, and then he sees like that wall of fucking aliens just crawling towards him, and it's just terrifying to
the
me.
motion sensor in that movie, which came from the first one, is just utilized so great in Aliens because you just see all of them swarming in.
Yeah.
There's no sort of like tracking 2 dots on a screen getting closer together like in the first one. It's just like
a swarm,
a mass closing in on you.
and that is just terrifying.
I mean, I think it's one of the greatest
Sequels
Sci-fi
that movie
horror
to me though it's just much more action.
than horror.
Yeah, but not to say it's not horror though.
No,
'cause I
no,
think it still deals
it has
with
horror,
like action horror.
It has horror aspects, but I will say it's more action than it is horror.
No, I think that's a damn good
face
choice.
hugger scene when she's in bed with Newt and then she realizes, oh shit, the face hugger's loose in here.
Yeah.
That whole
Terrifying.
scene fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Or when Newt falls down the little water chute and
And
she's
the alien
in the
comes
water.
out of the water.
There's a lot of great horror moments in
Yeah.
that movie.
Great.
Aliens just don't scare me. Like in general, except for like honestly, like Signs. There's like one scene in Signs that freaks me the fuck out. And the rest, I don't care about aliens.
When the aliens on the rooftop.
No,
When it
walks by this,
No,
In the
I think the
cornfield or
rooftop
whatever.
is more terrifying than that.
I thought that I
walking
was
by
talking
scene.
about.
You can't say no. I think the rooftop is more. You can't say no.
Well, I mean, I'm saying no. I think
I can say no though.
His
That is
no
not
just means
scary.
a general. I disagree.
I'm not saying like no, you're wrong. I'm saying I disagree. I think that when Daddy, there's a monster outside my bedroom. May I have a glass of water? And then he looks out the window and he sees like a thing standing on the rooftop across the way.
I mean, that's scary too, but it's like a home. What is it? It's like on the news or something. It's like a home. It's fucking found footage.
Yeah.
I love found footage shit, but
It's like a Mexican birthday party.
yeah, it's like a birthday party. And it's just like
It just
walks by.
It's
Like
such perfect use
yeah,
of
it's fucking
framing
terrifying.
and timing. Ugh,
And then as soon as it does it, all the kids are like, "Oh my god!" Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
Yeah.
it's good shit.
Xenomorphs though. most
aliens.
most
Yeah.
terrifying thing that has ever
that
been
is just-
invented
it's-
on
it's-
film.
That is like not true because it's not that scary. But
It terrifies me.
that's fine. I'm just like I don't know. I'm not into any of those movies. Not even the first one. None of them. They don't scare
H.R.
me.
Geiger, genius.
They don't scare me. I don't give a shit about them.
Kyle's number
Kyle's
two.
number 2. I have a suspicion.
My number 2 is The Exorcist.
The Exorcist. The
It was one of
Sexorcist.
my honorable mentions.
Yeah, I know it's like so like I don't know cliche. It's a fucking damn good movie.
Yeah.
That set a kind of a standard of how movies could go. Like I feel like The Exorcist, like Halloween wouldn't have happened without The Exorcist.
Yeah,
The
probably.
slow burning, like horror movie genre. Like it's so good. There's just like actual story there. You meet the characters for a while, and then shit starts happening. You know what I mean? Like I think it's so fucking well done. William freaking killed it, and that street lamp. It's just like that image has always stuck out to me. It's on the poster too, obviously,
Yeah.
but it's just I don't know.
Honestly,
There's
if
something
I've
about
seen
that
it all the
movie.
way through, it probably would have made my
And
list.
devil shit gets me.
Yeah.
So there we
Devil
are.
shit is terrifying.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff to love about that movie.
Well,
Oh,
It's
then
like-
I
it's
have
like
one that
Ghosts,
you
like-
should that I'm gonna bring up after we're done with our
Okay,
lists.
but it's like ghosts. Like obviously, so many people claim they've seen like ghost sightings, right?
Yeah.
And they may fucking very well exist. I've never encountered one. I'm thankful for that. But like, there's also so many accounts of fucking possession that it's just like throughout history. It's just I don't know, man. There's books on it. It's like fucked up. I don't know. Like ancient books, not ancient, but you know what I mean. Older than modern literature. It's just fucked
Here's a
up.
question though. What's scarier, being the roommate of someone that's possessed or being possessed? I'm pretty sure the roommate is
Well,
scarier.
I don't think being possessed is scary.
That's probably not even.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just like,
dealing
don't
with the
remember it.
it's dealing with somebody
Yeah.
being possessed. That's fuck. Yeah, exactly. You don't remember it. What are you? You're probably dead or
Yeah. What? Oh.
being embodied or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so The Exorcist, classic. All right,
What about its sequels?
I haven't seen any actually.
I've
only
always
seen
heard
it.
that they're bad.
I watched the original with my grandma. Apparently, she forgot how vulgar it was.
Ooh.
It was so awkward to watch. I was like
Grandma.
11, and it's just like, cunt.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
All right,
So what's your number one?
number one.
My number one horror movie, because it scared
I
me
know this.
and it inspired me, and it's a movie that I think has so much in it, so much atmosphere, so much plot, so many scary moments. Alien.
I was gonna guess that before you finished, but you finished so quickly.
Good choice. I'd say I like I said outside. I think it's more of a psychological thriller.
There's so many elements of Alien that I feel like are underappreciated. It sets up so much stuff subtly from the very
100%.
start.
100%.
With the robot knowing what's really going on and having to preserve everything, and you don't even know he's a robot yet. It's like that. There's just
The reveal of
so-
Ash as a fucking android is the craziest fucking
Yeah.
thing.
There's just so much great stuff that it's a movie you can watch a second
Can I say
time.
something? Before you guys showed up, he had this funny. I don't think it was supposed to be a bit at first, but I was like, yeah, you should put this in your stand up if you ever do stand up. He was like, I was trying to think of when I was thinking of this list. I was trying to think of like the things that actually scare me in real life, and I was just gonna make my list out of that. But then I realized there's not a lot of horror movies about robots.
That's good.
But anyways, I thought of that.
It's true.
But I mean, where that is
Yeah.
that's an angry robot. Also,
The movie is scary right off the bat. Right when the computer activates, right when they're waking everyone up.
Yeah,
It's just like the sounds, everything.
Exactly.
It's just like
The atmosphere is there.
Yeah.
And then the tension is there too, with the different scenes where you know the alien is in there. And it's like, and if you rewatch it, you can see it there. You can see the alien hanging out in the background, but the people miss it because it's like, it looks different now. It's changed. It's not what they expect. And it's like, and everything from the face hugger and the egg clamping onto the guy and not wanting to let go. And there's just so
and
much to love
the
about
movie
it.
breathes. There's a great cast. The cast is phenomenal. It really Dallas's beard is on point.
Yeah, and it's
got a lot
and it's
going.
paced so well too, where you have a kind of slow burn where characters are established, then a crazy element gets introduced, and then slowly that crazy element just starts morphing into something insane, and then you have this
Xenomorphs.
action-packed ending where it's like the space center is self-destructing, and then she goes to try and turn it off, and then she can't, and she's running back, and when you have that moment of relaxation thinking she's escaped, and it's in the ship with her, right next to her.
And she's in panties.
It's just
It's a good
such
movie.
a.
It's a great movie.
It's so great. It doesn't.
I thought that Aliens was better because there was a lot more of them, a lot more aliens.
Yeah, to me, Aliens was too actiony to
Yeah.
consider a horror movie. Like, one thing I wanted to put on the list again, robots, is a 2001: A Space Odyssey, but I don't think it's horror, even though it fucking terrifies me. And the ending when it's singing Daisy as it slowly dies is haunting.
I agree with all the things you're saying. It's just like for me, like that robots don't fucking scare me at all. Like not one part of robots scares me,
Yeah.
and I just don't give a shit about aliens. Like the first Alien movie is one of the best movies ever made. Don't care about aliens. Like I just don't give a shit.
But that's my number one. I've gushed enough.
I want to say to Dave, like I also agree with everything you're saying, and that's why it's my number one. I'm just not going to wait to say it because
Oh, yeah, it's your
also
number
my
one also?
Yeah, I think it's the one movie on my list. I could watch any fucking day, anytime. I think it's
All right,
just
so
a
my
great
number one
fucking
is
movie.
Halloween. It's
It's
John
the first movie I bought
Carpenter's
on Blu-ray.
Halloween.
And it's the reason.
Let's just get them all out
It
of the
won
way.
out on me for The Thing, because like
It's just,
they're both sci-fi element
Yeah.
horror movies. It's just like that
What's
had
your
to take
number
a
one?
spot on the list.
No, I'm with you.
I did. What's your number one?
John Carpenter's Halloween. Anyways,
What? How'd that happen?
that's so weird.
Great movie. One of the first horror movies I ever saw growing up.
Also the same here, me too.
My mom's a big fan of.
It's the reason I like it is pretty much the same reason I like every other movie on the list. Whatever.
It's a slow build. It's not so
Slow.
much what you see, but what can
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, slow burn. There's lots of stuff in the background. It's really
Oh,
terrifying.
Behind the tree.
The music is really important in a lot of
Yes.
the movies that I put on my list too.
It's true.
I don't know about probably not The Strangers, but like It Follows,
Yeah.
Halloween, definitely.
Halloween.
John Carpenter's
House of the
classic
Devil.
synth.
There's some good music in there.
There's some great fucking music in that.
But yeah, it's a really good movie. It's a classic. I know it's kind of a cop out number one. It's probably on a billion people's number ones.
I don't think
but
it's a cop out.
No, but it's yours.
It's on a billion people's number ones because
You-
it's such
You
a
want to know
fucking-
why it's
Yeah,
not a
but
cop
I
out for
just-
you, Dave? Because your number two
Yeah,
is
that's true.
Halloween 2. That's why
Yeah.
it's not a cop
Not
out.
even Halloween 2.
But
Rob
yeah,
Zombie's
Rob
Halloween
Zombie's
2.
H2.
No, I don't know. I wanted to I don't know. I just feel like I'm the horror guy. I should have had like a more obscure 5 answers, but whatever.
No, because you
that's
like
the
good
best one.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also
A
like
lot of
Man-
those
not
horror
Man
guys
H2.
just purposely watch shitty movies.
I like shitty movies too, though. So that's the thing. Anyways,
Can I just add one more thing to Halloween? I love that he walks. That was always the thing that got me as a kid. Was that
Yes.
he's just walking, but he still catches them everywhere.
scary as
He
fuck.
he just needs to just walk. There's no sort of like shambling or uncomfortableness to him where it's like a zombie's like crawling, but it's well, I mean, like that's the reason
No,
some monsters move
I just
slow.
pictured Mike Myers jogging, and it was
Yeah.
the craziest image.
you should.
Is it
I got a
like-
video to show you.
Some
after
slow
this.
slow monsters lumber, but he doesn't lumber. And some chase, but he doesn't chase. He moves a direction.
Honestly,
and
there's
goes.
there's one thing that I can think of that I fucking hate about the original Halloween, and it's the fucking split second towards the end. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen Halloween, you're a fucking idiot. If you claim to like
idiot.
movies in general and you haven't seen Halloween, you're an idiot. But it's the 1 second where Laurie Strode fucking pulls his mask off. And it's just like it's just like it's not even
It's
that
humanizing.
yeah, but that's not even like it doesn't do anything for the movie is the point. Like if it did something for the movie, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. But it does nothing. It happens for a split second. He puts it back on, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, great movie. Probably my favorite movie. That would probably be like either number 1 or close to number 1 on my top 5 movies.
Why do you think he pulled off the mask? I mean, like John Carpenter had the mask come off.
I don't really know, honestly.
Just
I
a
have no
reveal.
idea.
Like maybe just to establish that it is a person underneath
Probably,
it.
honestly.
It's not some kind
I'm
of
sure
crazy thing.
I'm sure I've heard his answer 500 times in all the fucking special features I've watched, but I don't remember. Good fucking movie though. All right,
All
what's
right.
your number 1?
Last but not
Before we
least,
get to it, has it been mentioned tonight?
No,
ooh,
This is interesting. Is it a movie we've heard of?
I think I've brought it up before on the podcast.
Okay, so we haven't watched it though.
Yeah,
Okay.
my number 1 would have to be Fire in the Sky.
Fire in the sky.
It is based off of a true story that happened in Arizona in like the mid 70s.
Is it Aliens?
It's Aliens.
Did you name one movie that didn't have aliens in it?
Yeah, The Core.
You didn't name
No.
the core.
Yeah, you did not name the core at
or
all.
the sphere.
Isn't that an alien ship though?
Sphere? It's an alien ship, but there's no aliens.
Okay, cool.
The Shining.
Anyways.
They're shining too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, The Shining. I forgot about it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, there's
It's
It's Stephen
It's-
King. That's a surprise it doesn't have aliens in it. That motherfucker.
It's based off of a true story that happened in like the 70s or the 80s in Arizona, and the alien sequence in that movie, like, is absolutely terrifying. The way he's abducted, the way that they like experiment on him, like the way that he like wakes up in the spaceship and like he's in like this weird kind of like pod.
Continue.
He's in like this
This
weird.
is really funny.
He's in like this weird pod that's like slowly digesting him, and then like he like gets out of his pod and he like is like floating through the spaceship, and like he like crashes into another pod. And it's like this like half digested other human being that's already like been abducted like a long time ago, and it's just like it's creepy because like he finds like the aliens like suits. And he thinks like it's just suits, but then like he's like turning around, and then like one of them like comes to life, and then like he like freaks out and he like, kicks its mask off, and you actually see what they look like. Terrifying.
What the fuck
and then
is
like
this
they
movie?
grab him and drag him through the spaceship, and then start experimenting on it. It's terrifying.
I'm looking it up right now.
Watch this video.
An Arizona logger mysteriously disappears for 5 days in an alleged encounter with a flying saucer in 1975.
Hey, you guys should watch The Guest. I just watched that. Did I already say that on the podcast, or did I say
No.
that off of the podcast?
said it
I don't
off.
remember. The Guest is a really good movie. I watched it last night. It came out in 2014. Very good.
Is it a horror movie?
No,
Oh.
it's like the Terminator without
Oh, yeah.
cyborgs. It's directed by the same guy that did Your Next.
Oh, cool.
That was our top 5.
I think.
I recommend
We should
it,
do
though.
lists more often. That was a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, like we had a lot of good discussion points.
Next month it could be what we're thankful for.
I don't have a list.
I was gonna say that'll be tough to get
You're
5.
thankful for your C100.
No, I'm not. I'm thankful for money.
It costs a lot of money. So. It's not like it showed up
All right,
on his
take a break.
doorstep.
We could list our top 5 favorite friends.
I know you guys.
It's like we'd all get to that awkward. It's like, where's your number 1? It's like, well, it's this guy from work I know. Like,
What do you mean awkward number 1? It'd be awkward from the get go because none of you are on my list.
yeah,
My manager was overhearing me listening to the podcast, the one that Mike just posted about.
Yeah.
We were talking about the jellyfish that like essentially never dies, and he completely broke down laughing when you said "fuck that motherfucker." he goes, he's gonna live forever. I'm gonna die. Fuck that thing.
I stand by that statement.
He could not stop laughing. It was great.
I'm glad you listened to the podcast at work.
It was a weekday in the morning, and no one goes to U-Haul in the morning on a
That's
weekday.
tight.
So.
you should play it on like the intercom or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Jordan shows up tonight for the shoot. Like I said.
Oh, yeah,
an
you're
hour-
making your movie
an
now.
hour and 15 minutes late, and we're all just standing in the window. And he gets all the way up to the porch, and he notices us staring at him.
yeah.
And you just know in his head he's like, "Fuck it," and he turns around, and he leaves. He gets in his car, he pulls away. It was so fucking dramatic and awesome.
That's funny.
But it was like literally a fuck it moment for Jordan. It's like fuck it,
Yeah.
which is my favorite
It's
Jordan.
like I parked my car, I'm walking up, and they're all like looking at me through the window, and I just like put my hands up in the air, and I'm just like, "Fuck this," and I just got in my car
So you
and did a
decided to waste
U-turn
more
and parked
time.
on the other side of the street. Yeah.
It was fun.
So how's filming going?
How's
on
your
movie?
movie?
Yeah,
It's good, man. It's getting
Can't
better.
wait
like,
to edit it.
It's getting better every day.
I can't
feel
wait
like
to
it'd be
see it.
sarcastic.
I haven't been around for it like I was last time because you actually
I
got
know,
people that
man.
know what they're doing.
Well, you
Yeah,
are
but
going to be
you're still
tomorrow.
welcome to come around. And,
yeah, it's just
You're going to be tomorrow because you're part of that scene.
yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, and I'm bringing shit for it. So
You have a car? You have a card table?
yeah, I can bring a card table.
Cool. Thank you, man. And what time are you available?
I'm working
cut
until
all this out.
7:45. So
That's right. We were trying to discuss tonight why I moved like the
Oh.
show up time to 8, and I think that's because, or down to 8, it's because your work schedule.
mhm.
So there's the answer to that question.
You gonna
it's
stop by
not. It's
tomorrow,
not like
Dave?
you guys can start
I
without
may.
me.
Okay.
If there's
I
stuff that
may.
I'm not going to be in there for.
Yeah, that's true.
I kind of like the idea. I don't know. Like I'll show up to shoot. I might come tomorrow. I'll probably come tomorrow. It's Friday. What the fuck? I don't know. Unless I get drunk or something. But
the idea of not knowing what's going on.
I kind of like, like seeing the footage. Yeah,
Fresh.
and then just cutting it. I like that idea, but I don't know.
That's kind of cool.
I know where he's coming from. I'm
But
editing
also, I'm
the-
just lazy and I don't feel like going after work to
dude,
shoots
I'm in that
and
part
stuff.
too.
And
I understand. I left the house today at 8:30 this morning, and I was home for 30 minutes, and then went straight to shooting. Like, it was just bad. It's been a long day. So I understand, like, not having a long day,
Yeah.
and not wanting to come do more of it. It's just I have to be there for
like,
some reason.
no, yeah, like if I needed to be there, that would be a different
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
But I don't. So,
You have to be there for some reason. You're the director of
Well,
this
that's
movie.
what I know.
That's a joke.
but is he really directing? Let's be
No, in
honest
fact,
here.
No,
Jordan-
he is directing.
Jordan's directing. Jordan's like, just keep rolling. Cut. Wait, I fucked up.
I didn't fuck
Why
up
did
that
you turn
much.
so red, dude?
No, but you're
You just
telling
turned
him
red.
cut when that's the director. It says cut.
No, just like it was just like one of those things where it was just like
Hey, you were in the moment. I know.
Yeah, it was
I
just
know,
like
man.
no, just keep rolling. We're gonna do
One,
this.
it's not like it's the first time we worked, so you kind of just know how it works.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah,
Movies.
Yeah.
movies, man.
Making
I was gonna
movies.
say it's really cool that you're fucking doing it, man.
I know I've wanted to
Fucking
quit so many times already.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on saying how cool it is that you're doing it.
I know. I think I'm past the point of no return.
I'm
at this
just
point.
I'm gonna
But
hold
not-
out a little bit
Wait,
longer.
what?
What?
You
He's
wanted
past
to
the point
quit
of no
so
return.
many times already?
Yeah. It's just, dude.
It's a lot. I know it's a lot.
No,
but
see, here's the problem. I'm going to tell you what your problem is and what the problem with this movie is. It's a weird first choice for making your first feature film. It's a really bizarre choice.
I don't
There's a
think that's
lot-
at all.
What?
I'm gonna disagree with this.
I
but-
mean,
but
we
you
had
continue.
a conversation about it, and you actually that's like word for word something that came out of your mouth.
I mean,
so
I think
I
it's
don't
a
know how you're
weird. It
gonna
is.
disagree
No,
with
no, no.
that.
I think it is a weird thing to start, but that's not my problem with it. My problem with it is me taking on
Three
fucking
different seasons?
administrative roles. No,
Oh,
like I
He doesn't
hate
like
the
scheduling.
scheduling thing, dude. I
Okay.
fucking hate it.
Yeah, it's something.
Hire
I'm,
It doesn't
I'm gonna
really
be. I'm
focus
gonna be
on
blunt
other
with you,
things.
Kyle.
Okay, okay,
It's
okay.
something
There.
you're terrible at, so it makes sense.
But why? Why am I terrible?
You're pretty awful at scheduling shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Which proves my point, because if you would have picked a different idea to do your first feature film on, there would be a lot less of
You
that.
could have developed
Well,
the idea around that.
If I'm gonna listen, if I could go back and change it, if I wanted to, I don't
No
want
kids.
to. But if it would honestly, no kids, and I wouldn't have so many actors involved.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's
Yeah.
why I think it's a weird and
Yeah.
and the fact that it.
But I don't
spans-
regret it.
No, I'm not
It's
saying you
just-
regret it. I'm just saying it's a weird choice.
it
It's
spans
a,
three
yeah,
seasons.
It
it's
spans
got a
3
big cast.
seasons. It's got a decent sized
I
cast.
feel like I might be out of a job soon. As an actor.
No, I'm not. I'm not quitting.
Yeah, I was gonna say from the start, I thought it was just weird that it's like jumping into a feature length thing so soon.
I don't think the feature length.
I
thing
feel like
is
I'm
the issue
making
at all.
3 short films over the course of the next 8 months.
which makes it much more reasonable to me.
That's,
that was my
that's why I
off
don't
the
think
bat
it's that crazy,
impression, but you got it broken up. You got an idea.
yeah.
I disagree though, because now you have to, like, while you're going to be a little less stressed throughout the entire thing, you're going to have a constant nagging stress for the next this many months, when if you shot in 2 weeks, it would be mega stress for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then it's like, ugh.
but
But now you're going to be like, until fucking
April.
whenever.
I
Yeah.
don't think
But
that's
no,
true, though.
look at it this way.
I mean, it
you want to
certainly
be a
is true,
director.
but-
You want to make movies. That comes with the territory.
Not the scheduling.
Not the schedule.
Not scheduling. No, but being stressed about getting
Why don't you
things
have
done.
Gunner doing it? Isn't Gunner the guy for that?
Yeah. I don't
Sorry,
know.
Gunner, if you're listening, but seriously, do your fucking job, man.
I mean, it's just with obviously this would be no problem if everyone didn't have a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
if people could
Yeah,
get
go-
paid for this, so they could take
if these
days off
were
of
real
work.
actors and full-time crew members, you know what I mean? Like this wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, scheduling has got to be a nightmare, and like I said before, I don't think it's something you're too good at. So it's like
I agree.
So
I
it
100% agree
makes
with that
sense
statement.
that that's the part that is the most annoying and unfun.
Yeah, and it
Which-
just takes away from other things.
What you need to do is you need to get on that calendar you have right there in your desk.
And
Call
what?
people up individually. Write down their names and their availability on those days. Each person, and then go through the calendar.
Well, I
and-
mean,
and-
we're good now.
Well, I know we're
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
but I mean for future reference.
Yeah.
That way you can
Says
look
the
at.
guy
Who showed up?
showed up an hour and a half late today,
Find out when people are available, when they'll be able to show up.
and then make it an hour and a half later than that. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's a
No,
callback.
no,
It's funny.
I know it's good. It's good. I get it. Why aren't we advertising more? We're on episode 34 now, I think.
We're on episode 34.
3.
33.
But
I got on Twitter, dude. I'm following people. A bunch of
Really?
wannabe actors are following us back.
Really? Why?
That's just what you do on Twitter. It's just they spam people essentially.
Oh, gotcha.
There's
Yeah, I was gonna
need to
say,
get
like, I
as
log
many
on to
likes
Twitter.
as possible.
I log onto Twitter to post the new episodes out, and it's like, you are now following like 500 people, and I'm like, oh shit, Dave's been doing some work.
500?
No, it's
No,
like,
I'm
it's
just-
like
oh,
it's like
fake number.
65 people.
That's a great start.
That's what you have to do. That's you can't just
Cool, man.
post shit.
because people have because
That's all I've been doing,
every once in a while will go through their Twitter feed and see what's going on.
I mean, to be honest, like all of the people other than me and Nate that are following the Talking Show are just
following us back.
no, they're following us, but they're not following us to like they're following us for the same reason that I'm following other people.
Gotcha.
Like it's not they're probably not going to listen to our shit. They're just trying to get people to look at their shit.
For sure. We need a controversy, guys.
We do.
Let's start arguing with fucking.
Hey,
What's up with
Ketchup, I don't know.
transgender?
our highest views and downloads and all that kind of shit was in August when we were doing the video. When we
When we were
posted
doing the
that
what?
video, the 24-hour film race.
Oh, really?
When we posted that video,
that was
that was
probably
our
a lot of the other
highest-
contestants
Yeah.
looking at our stuff.
No, it was before. It was like, we went to New York and everything.
Yeah, no, exactly, because we posted it up a little bit before we had to go to New York, so I'm pretty sure it was a bunch of the other contestants
No.
Were they-
seeing
were
the
they
talking
visiting?
show.
No, because if they listened, they would have definitely introduced themselves and been proud to get to know us.
Are you sure?
No. Check.
Check.
Check, please.
Check.
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 I can
Czechoslovakia.
tell that Kyle's
feel
making a
it.
movie right now
feel-
because of the face that his face looks like.